So we gotta talk. I'm gonna make this a very just chill conversational video. I'm not gonna do much editing for it. I honestly just need to rant. And if you guys want to hear me rant, just stick around, watch me rant because there's a lot of stuff I want to talk about, to get off my chest, complain about, because there's a lot of issues with the YouTube copyright system that I think there needs to be something to change with it, or else I don't know if I'll continue to even do these movie reactions because it's very difficult to get them monetized, essentially. It really is. It's a big problem, and I'm not the only one who experiences this. I'm pretty sure all reactors do. My issue is, we'll talk about it in a little bit, but my big issue here is that you have to try to maintain making the content good and interesting for the viewer while also making sure it's following all the rules of the copyright system so you can get monetized, right? If people don't care about monetization, they can do whatever, the video can get claimed, it can get blocked, doesn't matter to them. Well, if it gets blocked, no one can even see it, so obviously they'll likely care. But some people don't really care about making money off of their channel, but those people either have a lot of money otherwise or aren't spending that much time on their channel. Personally, I spend a lot of time on this channel to the point where if I wasn't making money from it, I would not have the capabilities of doing it. There's this big idea that I hear everyone talk about. They're always saying, if you're just doing it for the money, there's no passion, then you shouldn't be doing it at all. And I completely agree. If there's no passion there and you're just doing it for money, chances are you're not even going to be making good content in the first place, right? This goes for anything that you're doing in life, right? You need to enjoy it at least a little bit. But money is still important nonetheless. You can have a lot of passion for something while still being like, yeah, if I wasn't making money from this, I couldn't be doing it, because you have to pay bills. You have to pay things. There's things out there I need money for. So if these videos don't get monetized, it's a problem, right? Now, I'm making money from other ways. I'm not just relying off of the ad revenue, but ad revenue is a big part of it. So every time the video gets demonetized, it's a problem. And I'm not exaggerating to you guys. Almost every movie reaction I do gets some sort of a copyright issue. I have to work around it in many different ways. But let me explain why this is such an issue, why their system is such an issue. Because yes, there's laws. We have to follow laws. I'm not one to say, oh, I want to break the rules just for the sake of it. No, it's not even that. It's the fact that I'm following the law. I am looking exactly at what YouTube's guidelines tell me, and I'm following it word for word, but I'm still getting claimed because their system is not good. It is not good, right? A big part of it doesn't really have to even do with YouTube, though. A lot of it has to do with other laws that already exist, as well as companies that are insanely greedy out there that will try to nickel and dime every single individual that posts any content with any little bit of their content in it, and they will claim it, and they will claim all your money. So let me explain this for people who don't really know, because obviously if you don't make content, especially if you don't make content that's likely to get copyrighted, you probably don't know what I'm talking about. So I'm going to explain it for you guys, kind of explain the whole copyright claiming system so it's more understandable, because I know a lot of you don't understand it, because I get a lot of comments asking questions like, why are you cutting so much of the movie out? I want to see more of the movie. Why is the volume lowered at certain points? Why is the movie footage flipped horizontally? Why are all these people ask me all these questions? And the answer is always copyright. I need to try my best to avoid getting copyright claims at any cost, while also not ruining the content of the video. I still want the video to be good for you guys, but I need to be safe about it, because otherwise I'm gonna get claimed, right? So there's different types of copyright things. There's claims and there's strikes. Strikes are much more severe. Personally, I've only ever gotten one, and it was actually on my other channel. It wasn't even on this channel. I've never gotten a copyright strike on this channel. I got it on the other channel for posting an image of leaked footage of a new Call of Duty game. That was a bad idea. I shouldn't have done it, and I got striked for it. That's a big thing. That's like something huge. If you get 3 of those, your channel gets terminated. Now, there is a 90-day period. If it goes by, that strike goes away. So I'm set now. I don't have any strikes on my channel, but I had 1 strike for 90 days. And you want to be really cautious, because if you get 3 strikes within that 90-day period, your channel's done, and there's really no way to get it back unless you try your hardest to bribe YouTube. I don't know, not bribe them, but you know what I mean. You like talk to them, you know, you make some sort of a deal. Maybe if you appeal it and you kind of try to explain why you don't believe your channel should be terminated, there's a chance you can get it back. But for the most part, yeah, they get terminated. So you want to be safe with that. Personally, I've never gotten that here because I'm safer about it now. There's not many reasons why I would get copyright striked. Copyright claims, however, are very common. I get them pretty much every day, and they're not like detrimental to your channel, but they could be, but they're usually not, right? So there's also different types of copyright claims though. There's audio copyright claims and there's visual copyright claims. And there's claims that will do different things. Some claims will just demonetize your video. Well, not demonetize. They will claim all the money you make. So for you, it's demonetized because you're not making any money off of it. But YouTube and the companies that are profiting off of your content, basically, well, it's obviously part of it's their content, so that's why they're taking all of your money you make, which is a big issue I have, and I'll kind of explain what I mean by that. But they take all of your money from that video and it's theirs now, right? That's the most common one that I see. There's also some types that will like split the money 50-50, so you'll get 50% and the other company will get the other 50%. And there's also copyright claims that block your video. This happens a lot as well. This is the worst type, in my opinion, of copyright claim, because at least with those other copyright claims, I can still keep the video up and you guys can still watch it. Yeah, I'm not making money from it, but I can deal without making money off a couple videos here and there. There's plenty of videos on my channel that aren't making any money, and I'm okay with that. I'm not gonna freak out. I don't need that much money. I don't need every little dime that I can possibly get. But if it gets blocked, no one can see it. Right? Sometimes it'll get blocked in only certain countries as well. If it gets blocked only in like a little bit of countries, like it tells you exactly what percent of your viewers are from the country that it's blocked in. If it's blocked from less than 1% of my viewer base, I usually don't care. But sometimes it's blocked within like 50% of my viewers. Like if it gets blocked in the United Kingdom, which happens a lot, that's an issue. A lot of my viewers come from the UK. So there you go. I'm now losing a lot of viewers and a lot of people who just can't watch the video because it's blocked. So I have to usually re-upload those type of videos, and that's frustrating. But let's talk about these differences between the audio and the visual copyright claims. So visual is obviously the movie. Let's just talk about the movie reactions that we do. I'm not gonna talk about any other types of reactions or any other type of videos, just the movie reactions. If it's a visual claim, that means they're claiming you for the movie. They're claiming you for putting part of the movie in your video. The reason why this isn't that big of a deal for me is because YouTube knows that people love to do movie reactions, and most companies are pretty chill with it. Obviously, there's movie companies that own movies, like you got Sony, you got Universal, you got Disney, a bunch of other companies that own these movies, right? The director who made the movie, they don't own it. It's the companies that own it. They're really chill with it. So most of the time, if their stuff gets like claimed, because YouTube does this thing where it'll automatically claim it, right? So that's why they have this filing a dispute system, which is something I can do. And most of the time when I file a dispute towards a visual claim, it gets released, which is good. It gets released because I believe sometimes they will go back in manually and check it. And usually companies like Disney, Universal is pretty bad with this sometimes, but a lot of other companies are fine. Most of the time they'll release the claim and you'll be good to go, because they know you're not putting the full movie in your video. They know if it's less than like 20 or 10 minutes of the movie, it's not a big deal, especially if it's not full scenes, if it's cut up nicely in the video. Some scenes are lowered and higher. They know you're not showing the full movie. You guys know that. When you watch my videos, you know you're not watching the full movie there. You're watching my reaction and you're just getting parts of the scenes every now and then just to kind of give you an idea of what scenes I'm reacting to. That's fine. They understand that. It's just the automatic system, which I think needs to be changed because it's still kind of stupid how it automatically claims you without even looking into how much of the movie is actually being used. But this is not a big deal. I'd basically be able to avoid those type of claims almost completely. I don't have to worry about visual claims anymore, which is great. I used to have to, but I found ways of working around it. If you flip the video as well, that helps a lot. I don't worry about that anymore. It's not a big deal. And again, the claims usually get released regardless because most companies are pretty chill about you reacting to their movies. Fantastic. Don't have to worry about it, right? But what's the issue? What is the issue causing me to have basically all of my videos demonetized almost all the time? not demonetized, but you know what I mean, copyright claimed. So the point where the companies are taking all my money and I'm not making anything. That is the audio claims. Yes, audio is different than the visual things. Usually within, actually no, always within the soundtrack of the movie. The soundtrack is actually owned by a different company for most movies. I'm not sure if this goes for every movie because there are some movies on my channel that aren't claimed. I'm not saying every single one is. I'm kind of exaggerating when I say every single one, but a lot of them. It's usually the audio companies that will not release their claims. The visual companies, the ones that are like the Sony, you know, Disney, the ones that they own the movies, they're chill. They don't really care too much. They know we're reacting to a movie. They're fine. But the companies that own the soundtrack, not the composer, the person who composed the music, they don't own it. They just make it. The people who own it, companies like, I think WMG is one of the companies, or is it UMG? I'm not sure the name of it, but there's a lot of different companies that own the soundtracks of these movies. They're the ones that are, I don't know what it is and why they're so anal about it, but there's like no way to get your video released from these claims. There's no way. It's so frustrating because I love music in movies. You guys know this. I always mention the soundtrack. I'm always like, wow, the soundtrack is so good, so amazing. But I have to start muting pretty much the entirety of the fucking movie because of this. And I don't want to do that because there's certain scenes where you guys have to listen to it. You guys have to listen to the dialogue or else you're not going to know what the hell they're saying. So I have a certain portion of the video where it's like characters are talking and then I say something about what those characters just said, but there will be music playing behind that within the movie, and it's not very easy to mute the music while not muting the dialogue. It's possible, but you got to do some deep editing for that. And I get claimed. This is what is ridiculous. I could have 5 seconds of a song in the entire video, and that's the only part that's getting claimed is 5 seconds of a 10-minute video. 5 seconds will get claimed. They'll take my money for the entire video. How is that fair? How is that in any way, shape, or form fair at all? I'm using 5 seconds of your content. That's the only part you're claiming me for. And you're saying screw your entire video. I'm taking all your money. Like, what? How does that make any sense? How is that legal? How is that fair in any way? And I try my best to file a dispute. It never goes through. That's why a lot of the time you guys will see videos on my channel where there's certain portions of the video are muted and you can't hear anything because I have to do that in post-production. A lot of people ask, why don't you just mute the movie? Why are you muting your audio? It's because I'm not doing that in editing. I'm doing that after I already uploaded the video, right? Because I want the video to still make money. And I find it to be like it's like, okay, I'll mute a little bit of it. It's only like 15 seconds of the video. It's okay. You guys can go without 15 seconds of audio. But what gets ridiculous is when it's like a minute of it or something that they want me to mute, and that gets a little bit too much. And I'm like, are you kidding me? I gotta mute a whole minute, even though most of that minute doesn't even have the music playing. But for some reason, YouTube makes me mute that much in order for the claim to get released. What? It's ridiculous. I know. And a lot of the time, because I still want the videos to be good, I don't want crappy videos on my channel that have half the video muted practically. So what I do is after about a month or two, when the views kind of slow down on the video a little bit, I will go back in editing in post-production. Again, this is not something I could do in Sony Vegas. This is something you have to do in the YouTube editor, which the YouTube editor sucks, by the way. They need to make a better YouTube editor. You can go back and you can revert the changes, so you can make it just how it was before. But again, the video will get claimed, and then I won't make any more money from it. But I already will have made money from it prior, so that's all fair. But yeah, then it's going to not make money afterwards. But again, I don't really care all that much about, you know, a little bit of money I'll get after it. It would suck if a video just blew up out of nowhere and got 100K views, and then I would lose out on any money I made from that. But again, it is what it is. It's not a big deal. I still want you guys to enjoy the content, and it's much more enjoyable if you guys can actually hear what the hell I'm saying and what's going on in the movie at the time. So that's a big issue right there alone. That's one of the biggest issues with this copyright system is these audio claims. Now, what I do, and this is going to be my biggest issue with it right here. This is easily my biggest issue, and there's nothing that's bigger than this. So your solution might be, okay, just mute a lot more of the video and you should be all right, okay? That's true. But what I like to see with YouTube is that a lot of the time I'll upload the video keep it unlisted for like a couple days. I don't upload a video and then publicize it right away. So when I upload it, you guys aren't seeing it until a couple of days later for a number of reasons, just to get it prepared for the channel. Also, so the Patreon users can see it a little bit earlier. Simple as that. But what will usually happen for visual claims is that they'll claim it right away if there is a visual claim. And again, it's usually fine. It usually gets released. If it doesn't get released, I go back into editing, fix up whatever part they were telling me was wrong, and there you go, I re-upload it. It's not a big deal because I haven't officially publicly uploaded it yet, so I don't really care. They claim me right away for the visual stuff. That's fine. But for the audio stuff, I can have it unlisted for a whole goddamn week. Nothing will happen. And then once I publicly upload it, then I get the audio claim, like an hour after uploading it or 2 hours after uploading it, after already 1,000 people have watched the video. And as a YouTuber, I don't want to delete a video and re-upload it. No one wants to do that for a number of reasons, because it's going to have less views afterwards. It's going to drop in views. It's going to drop in everything. And that messes with the algorithm as well. It's just not a good idea to delete videos and re-upload them. But I have to at that point. Or I really should, but I don't. What I do is I mute the portion of the video, or I try to get that claim released, but it never releases the damn claim. If YouTube's system would just let me know right away as soon as I upload it if it's got a claim or not, that would be fan-fucking-tastic. But no, they wait. They wait. Why? I mean, I'm sure there's reasons, but like, they're dumb reasons. They're all dumb reasons. It's already ridiculous that my whole video is getting claimed for 5 seconds of the song, but the fact that you won't even let me know that it's claimed till right after I upload it officially, like publicly upload it, why couldn't you let me know before? You know? And because if it was before, I would just go back into editing and fix the part that it tells me to fix. It's not that hard. But after it's already uploaded, I don't want to do that. No one wants to do that. You know? And another big issue, a huge issue, again, this is only on YouTube's side, is they'll let you know a little part of the video that's claimed. They'll tell you a little portion of it. They'll tell you the part from, let's say, 1 minute 30 seconds to 1 minute 45 seconds is claimed, right? So I'll know to go back and fix that part. But they only tell you one part that's claimed. So there could be more parts in the video that are claimed and you won't even know about it. You have to re-upload it, and then it'll let you know, oh, actually, also this part's claimed as well. Go fix that too. So I'll go back into editing, do it again, re-upload it, and they'll say, oh wait, actually, yeah, this part's also claimed later on in the video. Could you just let me know every part that's claimed right away? Why do you have to tell me in increments? Every time I upload it, you tell me one little part. Tell me all at once. Don't just find the one thing and call it a day. Have a good system that actually works so we can actually upload these videos on time for you guys without all these issues. Most reactors don't have this issue because they have editors, and they have editors who are working hard on it. I personally edit all my videos, so it's hard to manage this while also managing another channel, while also managing school, while also managing a job, while also managing a social life, while also managing all this other crap. Now I'm just complaining about my own self, but it's ridiculous, right? The biggest thing that they talk about when it comes to content, in terms of what they ask you when you're trying to release, whether it's an audio claim or a visual claim, is these 3 questions. And if you are following these 3 questions, they say you're good, right? First of all, how much of the original content have you used? Not a lot. For the movie, I use less than 10 minutes, sometimes less than 20 minutes, depends on if I do 1 or 2 parts. And if it's obviously cut a lot, it's like using maybe less than 10 seconds at once. So it's not like I'm just doing 10 minutes of the movie through and through. It's 5 seconds at once, 5 to 10 seconds at once, right? And then I do cuts and stuff. Have you transformed the original content? Yes. The video is completely transformed because of my commentary, because a little bit of the screen is showing the movie that's not even being shown that much. It's only being shown a little bit every now and then to keep you guys up to what part I'm reacting to. Is your video a substitute for the original content? Do any of you ever say to yourself, hey, I want to go watch Harry Potter. So instead of watching the movie myself, I'm going to go watch this guy react to it. Is that what you guys do? I'm sure maybe less than 1% of you actually do that. I'm sure you would love to see some parts of Harry Potter, and if you were interested in watching Harry Potter but you didn't watch the full movie, maybe you would watch a reaction instead. I don't know. But are you really going to watch my reaction to see that? No, you're watching it for my reaction. You're watching it to see what I think of it, what my thoughts are as it goes along, my reactions, if anything crazy happens, any of my shocking react. That's what you guys are there for, right? Like, I I watch reaction videos myself. I've never said to myself, I want to go watch Avengers Endgame, so I'm gonna go watch this reaction video of it instead. That's just not something you do because they don't show that much of the movie in the reaction, and they're talking over it. Why would I want to watch a movie someone's talking over? I have the movie myself. You know, it's mind-boggling. It's just insane. YouTube, the thing is, YouTube, and they even say this in their terms of service, there's no magic formula to determine whether you're protected by fair use. In general, courts look at the degree to which you transformed the original content into something new and unique. Yeah, I don't think this is the most new and unique thing ever, but it's still new content, for sure. It is. That's the point of it. I'm not showing much of the movie. It's the same as any other channel showing, like, I don't know, short clips of a movie. And they also state parodying or commenting on an original work may be protected by fair use, which is what I'm doing. I am commenting on an original work. Examples include showing short clips of a film while reviewing that movie. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Short clips of a film. You're not seeing that much of the film. I make sure you're not seeing that much. If you upload a 4-minute clip from a movie on YouTube, that deserves to get copyright claimed. I would agree. Hell, even a minute clip of a movie, I would say that deserves to be claimed. Even if you're reacting to it, if you upload 4 straight minutes of you reacting to a movie clip, I still think that deserves to get claimed. Because yes, that's a lot of the movie. For how I do my reactions, how I edit them, you're not seeing that much of the movie. You're just not. Like, it's insane. Alright, that's my complaining for the day. They need to do something about it. A lot of issues I have with it that I just stated there. So if you guys are wondering why videos are taking longer to get out, or why certain portions of it are muted, or why I'm going really hard with the editing to like really make it, you know, go by, it's because of those reasons, you know. I really think they need to fix this whole audio part of it. Again, the visual part's not a big deal because they usually get released. The movie companies are chill. Why can't the audio companies be chill too? Why can't they? I don't get it. I even tried to message them myself. They're not going to answer me, but I tried. They're not going to answer me. So, and there's no point of contacting YouTube either. I've contacted YouTube before. They say the same shit. They say, "Oh, go contact the copyright holders or something." It's like, they're not going to answer me. Why do you think they're going to answer me? You know, they're just not. I don't know. It is what it is. I'm still going to do reaction videos. It's just I'm going to have to really do them in a way where you guys can't really hear much of the movie. Like, even dialogue scenes, it's like ridiculous because soundtrack's playing over it, so it's hard to find scenes without much soundtrack. And I love showing you guys some of the soundtrack because it's great music. It is. But I can't show that much of it. Even 5 seconds of it will get me claimed. Insane. Alright, so I'll see you guys in the next one. The reason why Harry Potter reactions have been taking longer to get out is because Harry Potter is getting hit with this, probably the worst out of any franchise I've ever done. I don't know what it is about the Harry Potter soundtrack, but the company that owns the Harry Potter soundtrack, y'all need to light up a little bit, man, because it's insane. It's insane. All right, I'll see y'all later.